Right, what we're going to show in this video is the basic functionality of the idj2 console. Firstly, we recommend that you leave it in the case, but remove the front panel to reveal that the item has a keyboard. We'll come back to the keyboard functions very shortly, but firstly, just quick to go around the functions of the idj2. Basically, this is one deck, and this is the second deck. We've got a screen in the middle here, which when we turn the unit on, you'll see what that does. This is to speed one deck up and slow it down, and this again is the same. A lot of these controls are repeated on this side and this side. We've got bass, middle and treble for your EQ. We've got cue, pause and play. We also have a crossfader here, so we can crossfade from one deck to the other. On the front panel we have got a microphone input with gain, and we've also got a bit of EQ on there as well. Also, we can plug our headphones into the front here, and you can adjust the volume of your headphones. Right, what we'll do now is we'll turn the unit on. There's a little button on the back of the unit. We'll turn it on, and like a lot of modern day computer based equipment, it'll take a couple of seconds just for it to boot up. Right, there we go. It's a nice colour screen in the middle, and this is how we're going to navigate around our iPod or our USB device. There is a USB port in the back of here for you to plug a mass storage device in, but in this instance we are going to use an iPod. Right, so basically what we first come to is plugging the iPod in. So we're going to plug the iPod into there, right, and the screen, as soon as it's recognised it, will change. We're not going to go for the update button, we're going to go for the load button. So we're going to load the database that we've already created using the librarian from the previous video. Right, what we're going to do, you see here this knob in the middle, we can scroll up and down. There's track, album, artist, genre, BPM, year, playlist, files. Just as you would know to scroll through your iPod, it's very similar on this. What we're going to do is go playlist. With the playlist highlighted, we're going to press that button there, and then we've got all our different tracks that we've got in there. I'm going to highlight the Gatecrasher album that we've got on there, and we're going to press that button again. Right, now in this instance on this iPod I haven't got any of my tracks named, but generally you would have all your tracks named. So basically I've got track from 1 to 10 on here, but if your tracks are named on your iPod it will bring their names up. But what I'm going to show you how to do now is how to load one track into deck A and to deck B, and it's really easy because it says to A. So if I press that button there now, that track is now sat waiting to play in deck A. So if I was to press play, you'll see now on the meter that there's actually music being played. If we turned an amplifier on now on the rest of the system, we would get noise. You would move the slider up, we can speed the track up, you can slow it down, you can put a bit of bass on, a bit of middle, a bit of treble, do all the things you would want to do. Now obviously we've got one track playing, but the DJ now wants to find another track. So say we wanted to go back a screen, right, going back to the previous screen beforehand, and we wanted to play something off the Ministry Ibiza annual that we've got on this iPod. We would press the button again, the tracks would be there. Once again, if yours are all named, they will be named, but on this iPod unfortunately they aren't. Right, and what we can do is we can press, with the track highlighted, the one you want to use, press to B, and that now is in deck B, and we can actually play on deck B. And you will also again see the level meter is playing, because if we had it plugged in, you would be getting sound. Crossfade across there, and as a DJ you will be playing your track. Also what there is a search feature on here as well. So if we stop those tracks and we want to use the keyboard, if you ever need to go back a screen, there's a button that says back, so we can go back to there, back to all the different ways of searching. But what we're going to do is we're going to do a search, right, and we're going to we can type in the names of the things you want to search. So we know we've got the Gatecrasher album on there, so if I just type in G-A-T-E, right, just part of the word, right, it brings it all up. Now as you can see there's my Gatecrasher album, there's track 1 again. Okay, we want to load that to deck A, and it's now loaded to deck A, press play and it will play. There's a few more functions on there, but that is the basic functionality of it. What I need to show you now though is how do we turn it off. Right, so if you've finished your party and you're all done and dusted, All you need to do now is you need to eject the iPod. If you're used to using an iPod, you'll know you have to eject these things when you're using them with your computer. It's the same with this. There's an eject button up here. So all we do is we press the eject button, and then down on this screen, just so the machine's sort of making you do it twice, just checking that this is what you want to do, you press eject again, right? And now, as you'll see on the iPod screen, it's okay to disconnect. So we can take that out of there, right? To turn the unit off, all you do is on the back of the unit, there's the power button. Hold it in until the red line goes down, and then it's shutting down. Basically, so you just can't turn it off by accident. You have to hold the button in, and when the red line goes across. It's exactly the same with all the other bits and bobs. If you plugged a USB device into the back of there, you could search. You know, you're only ever as good as your storage device. If you haven't got it named up, like on my iPod, I haven't got the track names in, right? So you really need to be doing that. And you know, you can search via the being able to type in titles and things like that. But in a nutshell, you know, don't forget, if you've got any questions, you can give us a call. But that's the basic functionality of the idj2. Thank you very much.